going, guys? Just wanted to give you guys an update on my journey here with TMC. I am, how many months has it been? I'm on 8 months right now because I got in my truck in January. Technically my hire date was last November, but I'm going with my truck date when I got in my truck by myself. That was in January. It's been good so far, all things considered, because our industry is kind of on fire right now, but I've been lucky solely just because of where I live. I'm in Abilene, and we have a lot of drywall and other things very close by, so they keep me moving. It's just not paying as much as it could if things were better. I know a lot of guys out on the East Coast are really getting fed up with it, but not that it's TMC's fault. It's kind of just industry-wide. It's a struggle right now. But yeah, I haven't really been making videos because I've just been jobbing and my family's been busy. We went to Disney over the summer. I've been working a lot, and then here recently my truck broke down, so that's a funny story. I was coming into a little town where there's a very awkward hill with like a turn in it, like a very awkward steep hill, and I had a quarter tank of fuel. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let the fuel get a little low, help with the MPGs, because you know, Texas Hill Country kind of eats a lot of your MPGs. But I knew I could make it, so I thought. Stalled the truck, middle of the hill. It's kind of a three-way intersection, sort of. It's a very awkward spot. It's hard to describe. But I stalled the truck right there. I told myself not to panic. I had my wife with me, so I was absolutely just stone-faced, just calm, trying to figure it out, because I don't want her freaking out, because we're trying to get her home for work the next day. I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm Googling, what does this mean? What does that mean? I got weird stuff on the dash I've never seen before, and turns out I just ran the fuel a little too low for that hill, and it ran the, excuse me, it ran the fuel bowl empty. Because first thing our road repair people said on the phone was, your fuel filter is probably empty, huh? I'm like, yep. It's like, yeah, you need to get fuel. So they decided to tow me down the street. It's probably just a couple miles, just right down the road. They towed me down there to get fuel. But because this is an automatic truck, you know, every time you tow it, you got to drop the drive shaft. Everybody kind of knows that kind of stuff. But the problem is, when they did it, one of the bolts stripped out. So that made things more interesting. I was like, well, not only do I have a situation where I'm not completely sure if fuel is even going to fix the problem, now I have that going on. But TMC is like, no, just go get fuel, make sure it starts, and then we'll tow you somewhere else tomorrow in the morning. I was like, well, fine. And it wasn't one of our fuel vendors, so I dropped $150 just to put some fuel in the tank. And I had to prime the fuel bowl for a while, but it fired up, and they made it sound like, I don't want to get into that, but I had the understanding that if I felt comfortable, I could run that bolt back in and potentially drive the truck until I could get it serviced, which would probably be almost immediately. Obviously, they're not going to go have me drive loads like that, but I was under the understanding that they were going to let me do that. So the tow truck guy was very professional. He's like, hey man, I can't tighten this and leave. If you want that bolt in, you're gonna have to do it, but I will help you. I was like, all right, I'll do it. I get under there, I get he had a beautiful giant impact gun. Gave it all the ooga doogas. Went in there great, nice and tight. Cross-threaded is tight. Okay. The thing was tight, but it wasn't right. Anyway, I get it in there. I drive it under its own power out of the fuel island. I back into a spot there, and I camp out for the night. The next day, they send someone down. It takes pretty much all day, but they send someone down, tow me back up to basically where I live. We have a shop right there. I was only a couple hours away anyway. But that was last Thursday when that went down. I get towed home that Friday, drop off the truck, go home for the weekend, whatever. We don't get paid a whole lot for breakdown pay, but we do get paid, so everything is okay. And then this week is the following week. I don't get my truck until yesterday, which was Thursday. Today is Friday. I mean, I'm getting breakdown pay, so it's okay, but man, there was lack of communications going on, and everything's all right now. The truck's running fine, but it was an experience. So I kind of had an impromptu week off, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I am sitting down here in Elmendorf, Texas, which is San Antonio. It's like the southern little suburb. We have a newer Home Depot center here, like a distribution center. It's not as big as the one in Dallas. That one's huge because it's an old airport. Like, it's a big campus, like a big facility. This one is built for this, so it's a lot smaller, but it is nice. It's brand new. I got some drywall from Sweetwater, and we're on tarp ready to go. We're just waiting in line. They send someone out on a yard dog, and they bring us around, and I'm probably gonna be here for another hour or two, probably, because they don't move too fast here. But it's Friday. I got a pre-plan. I'm picking up some skidded coils in Pleasanton, which is not that far from here, I think. I've been there a couple times. They run pretty smooth. I'm pretty happy about that. It's paying decent. The only thing is like, my luck with going there last 2 times, it has always been so hot. And you go in there and they load up your coils for you. It's skidded coils, so it's not hard. And I'm securing it, and sometimes if no one's behind you, you can secure it in the building, like in the shade. But even if you can't, you have to tarp it. You have to tarp every load out of that place, and you pull out of the building into a parking lot. And gosh dang, every single time I've picked up stuff there, I was out there in the beating hot sun, just, oh man. The first time I didn't pace myself. I was just like, screw this, it's hot, I'm gonna get it done, get out of here, da da da. Like, I almost keeled over. It was very hot that day. And last time I took my time, I paced myself and was like, I've been here, done this, I need to be careful. I'm not a 16-year-old kid. I'm 30 years old and a little overweight. Let's not kill myself here. A workout is great, but let's not kill myself, you know? But yeah, last time I got it done, it just sucked. And it looks like this is gonna be the same thing. Because yesterday it was maybe 10 o'clock and it was already in the 90s. Today, shoot, it's only 8:30 in the morning, but my truck is reading 89, so it's probably low 80s, if I had to guess. So, we'll get it done. It's a good going home load. I got plenty of hours. Yeah, we'll make it. But It's going up to, where did it say? Amarillo. So between here and Amarillo is Abilene, sort of. So it's good going home load. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on. I'll make some more videos. I haven't had any kind of like tripod thing to hold my phone until now, so we'll make more videos. I'll get better at this. I know I'm new at the YouTube thing, so it's a little awkward, but yeah, stay tuned for more if you want. Deuces.